Hi again, everybody. My name is Greg Anderson, and this is the Good Timekeeping Show with Greg Anderson. So someone pointed out to me, this was kind of fun, that in one of these user forum, collector groups online, someone had mentioned this channel, and that was kind of fun. So it was the Watch You Seek forum, and someone had received a G-Shock watch that they bought from some sort of international deal, and so they were concerned because this new G-Shock watch they got, they only had 3 days to decide if they wanted to keep it or send it back and make sure everything was fine with it. So they were asking, what are some of the things I should do to check it out, do some diagnostics, whatever. And the first response to this original post was a link to one of my videos. So that was kind of fun. And I'm like, hey, look, they mentioned us. And now that I'm saying it here, probably some people from that user group are saying, hey, look, he mentioned us. So it's kind of fun. So anyway, lots of fun out there. Of course, I do pay a little bit of attention to some of these user groups and forums and things and just discussions online. And what are people saying about watches and watch collecting? And I've also had a lot of comments directed to my videos, to me really, when people are commenting on the videos I've posted. So one of the things that's going on, and this is just kind of silly to me, and I have a hard time understanding this, people who want to create this sort of conflict between those people who prefer to collect and have quartz watches versus those who prefer to have automatic watches or mechanical watches. So the whole idea, quartz is best or quartz is garbage or mechanical is good or whatever. We live in this strange age of social media where if I say, well, I prefer this over that, then someone's going to say, oh, so you hate that? I said, no, I prefer this over that. Or, maybe I just have more of this than I do of that. So you hate that? No, I don't. So it's frustrating to me that there's this kind of false idea that there should be a conflict, and people are kind of fanning the flames of that in ways that I really don't understand. And also part of it that maybe that also keeps me from understanding it is that I don't sell watches, right? So if someone's out there advocating for one kind of watch over another, are they selling watches? Is that why they're doing this? This all kind of percolated, and finally I saw a video just a few days ago. Someone was showing off the Casio Duro watch and saying, all right, all you cheap quartz watch fans, here's the Duro, it's a decent watch, now buy this and then stop buying awful quartz watches. Start, grow up and start buying real watches like, Rolexes or whatever, Swiss made watches and all. And I just thought, what's this all about? What's the problem? And why are you making demands on what other people do about watch collecting? That doesn't make sense to me at all. So anyway, I thought about that, and what came to mind was what I think is one of the silliest reasons I've seen out there. And people have commented directly to me about why they've decided that quartz watches are not worth having, and automatic and mechanical watches are the best thing to have. So what people have said to me, well, maybe I'll just let Greg explain what this would be. All right, the point is, what if I'm traveling, okay? What if I'm going to be out in the middle of nowhere, some foreign country, just somewhere where there is not going to be access to changing batteries on my watch, okay? So what if I take a quartz watch on a trip like this, and I'm out on safari, or I'm out, just far away in the sticks, and my quartz watch battery gives out? That's awful. Therefore, quartz watches are terrible. Case closed. All right, I was kind of tracking with you there for a moment until this giant jump of logic that said, therefore, quartz watches are no good. Listen, for me, one thing I do is I keep a list of my watches, and when I change a battery in a watch, I write that down. And so I can go back and consult that list, and then I can see how long ago was this watch battery changed. So I think before I went on a trip like the one you're describing, I would have just looked at my list, said, I think I want to take this watch, let's see how old the battery is, and then I would kind of decide if I'm going to change the battery before I leave, or if I'll just leave it as is. So I think I would do that. No, I don't think so. Because, you know, these people that have their quartz watches, they wear them every day. They never think about them because they're quartz watches. And so you're going to tell me that your daily watch that you wear every day, suddenly you're going to think about its battery before you go on a trip with all the other things you have to think about, all your other concerns before you go on your trip. You're going to check your little list somewhere of batteries. I don't think so. Whoa, hang on. This is my microphone. Hello? Still working? Hey, so relax. Listen, all right, maybe I'm not gonna remember that. But the other thing is, a lot of days I wear my solar-powered watches. So, you know, if it's a solar-powered watch, I'm not gonna think twice about that. And I think that one would be just fine to take on my trip. You don't understand what you're talking about. What if I'm on safari, I'm out there, and my guide leaves me somewhere so I can go take pictures for a few hours. And he says, I'm gonna be back here in exactly, 4 hours, okay? So you be right here, and I'll pick you up in 4 hours, and if you're not here, I'm not gonna wait for you. And so I'm out there with my camera, having a good time taking pictures, and my watch battery dies right in the middle of that day. Now, what am I going to do? I have no idea what time it is. I'm stuck out there. I miss my guide because my watch died. No good. Well, is it a digital camera? Because, you know, they have clocks in them. You know, every time you take a picture, it has a file with a time stamp on it. So just use the, the clock that's in your camera. How about that? Once again, you do not understand. I don't use a digital camera. I use a film camera because film is superior. And I don't want to know what the thing looks like right after and just staring down at my screen every time I snap a picture. I want to take that film home and at the end of my trip, send it away to be processed, and then I find out what the pictures look like. So I don't have the digital camera, and even if I did, I probably forgot to bring enough batteries for it, so the digital camera would have died too. Honestly, it's like 2021 right now, you'd be using a film camera? I don't quite... Honestly, you do not understand. How do I get through to this guy? Listen, I am out there, I am stranded, I have no way to tell the time, and I have to meet my guide at a certain time. Otherwise, he's going to leave me there. You know what has happened to me? Do you know what has happened? I am dead. I have died. I have been eaten by hyenas, okay? And those hyenas were eaten by lions. I am dead. I am a ghost, okay? And you know what a ghost does? A ghost says, boo. Well, okay. There you have it. I still think it's kind of a false conflict between people who like quartz watches and people who like the mechanical watches. And, you know, I hesitate to say it because it sounds glib and callous. I really don't care if you have one preference or another, or you have one budget or another. If something is appealing to you, get it. And that's fine with me. Now, you know, from my channel, I tend to focus on quartz watches. And I tend to focus primarily on Casio watches, and that's just what I do. So I'm sorry if you need information on other kinds of watches, yeah, you probably need to search around and look somewhere else. But I have no problem with other people having other kinds of watches, and I admire people who collect watches. See, it's all right. Anyway, just want to get that off my chest. And and have fun out there. If you like a certain kind of watch and you like to collect them, good. And with that, I will say, please join me again soon, because it's kind of the time of year when I feel like making a lot of new videos for the Good Timekeeping show. What?